Hey, you guys. So obviously, I'm not there today. I won't be there on Friday. Good news is, yay, I'm not there. Boo, you're there. You have a substitute. You guys already know the deal. If you guys go ahead and make the decision to act up, not do your work, poor decision on you. If your name gets written down, I write a referral. All work that you guys have here is going to be graded. So make sure that you guys take good quality time to do your review. Um, today and tomorrow, you guys are going to be reviewing. When I come back on Monday, let me look at my calendar. We're going to go over a little bit more proportions. We're going to talk about plotting. That looked like an area of improvement we needed to work on. We're going to work a little bit on slope, which you guys already know. When we talked about y equals kx, that's also known as y equals mx, which is a slope. So same thing, throw some plots up there, compare different shapes of triangles. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's going to be the beginning of next week. And then we're going to be going on to percents and decimals, a whole bunch of funness that you'll definitely be able to relate to in real life scenario. And then boom, guess what? On the 19th, which is roughly 2 weeks away, you guys are going to have another mid-unit test. We're going to do a little bit more for the week of the 22nd. And then the 29th, 30th, we are reviewing for your CIA, which you guys will be taking on the 31st. So welcome back. Remember, once again, everything that you guys are going to be doing is for a grade. So let's look a little bit about what you guys have going on, what I'm expecting. I will be able to respond periodically through email. However, I'm not going to be emailing as much as I normally do if I'm out. You guys will not be able to listen to music because we need to get back into our academics. You guys do need to sit down in your assigned spots. So let's review what we're going to be going over. All right, so inside of your Google Classroom, the first thing you guys have, everything is underneath classwork. If you guys need to go back and review things, go back and review things. We've got videos throughout. We have proportions, tables, and equations video. You're just going to have to kind of go through and look at it. Missing side videos. Let's see here. Proportions videos. So you guys get the gist of everything. So the first thing that you guys are going to go into is you guys are going to go over this Edpuzzle. This Edpuzzle you do need to take notes on. Not only will you be taking notes on it, you're going to go through and answer questions, all right? Your questions is a little bit longer. It's 13 minutes, but like I said, we're going to be reviewing really hard. You're going to go ahead, answer the video, the questions that you guys have on this. And once again, graded material. For those who don't do well on it, you guys have 2 times to do it. So I was feeling very gracious. Part B, you guys have, we're going to go through here, take a quick look. Boom, once again, proportional relationships. We're looking at it as a y equals kx. So you guys have a riddle up here. You need to solve it. It tells you the answer is an egg. So as you guys go through, it will populate the question. So it's pretty much a self-check one that you guys have. You guys need to fill out papers and turn it in for all the things that you guys have. It's independent work. So I know you guys are once again looking at y equals kx. I've never learned this. Yes, you have. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So quick review. This is also in your, where am I? This is also in your, the Edpuzzle. So I'm not going to take a lot of time doing this. Y equals kx. We're also, remember, it could be y equals mx. This is for slope, which we will be going over. You guys know all of this, not taking a lot of time for this. All right, so remember, k equals unit rate of something. It's the 1 of something. So these are just, like I said, really quick reminders of what this is. All right. So on here, if we look at you guys can also go ahead and fill in different things based off of the information that you have. We know if it's proportional means that everything is exactly the same. The K is going to be the same throughout what you guys are doing. We also know if we start seeing a trend of something, hey, you guys can go ahead and figure out what is the missing piece. So let's look at this one. We have X is 9 and 45. Let's say this is 8 and 40. Let's say this is 35 and this is 6. For us to figure out what K is or what M is, we know that all you're simply going to do is Y over X equals K. Or like what we're going to be talking about, it's going to equal Y for slope. So if we do 45, right, 45 divided by 9 gives us 5. 40 divided by 8 gives us 5. So we're kind of starting to see a pattern here. We know that if we want to figure out what X is, if we did 35 divided by 5, that would give us 7, which is our missing link here. And if we're trying to figure out, if we know that we're dividing to figure out what X is, we know we're going to do the reverse to figure out what Y is. So if we did 6 times 5, that would give us 30. You can double check that by doing 30 divided by 6 gives us 5. So whichever way that we do this, you can go back and figure out any missing pieces. Wow, I did that the whole time without you guys seeing it. You guys can figure out what missing pieces that you guys have. And lo and behold, look at what we just did, number 1 over here. So we looked at all of this and we said 45 divided by 9 is 5, 40 divided by 8 is 5, 35 divided by 7 is 5, 30 divided by 6 is 5. So we know that when we look at this, we know that K equals 5, right? So this is kind of like what your paper that you're going to be turning into me is going to be what it looks like. If we were to figure out, since we know what K is, we're going to go ahead and throw that into our equation. So Y equals 5X. So when you go back here, we figured out what 5 is. We know that the equation equals 5, or Y equals 5X. Now make sure that you guys go back here and you guys are reading everything through this. I'm going through real quick so you guys are able, so you guys know what we're looking for. And boom, look, now you guys have to figure out the missing spots on all of this stuff. Write the equations, so figure out what K is, throw it into your equations, boom, you guys are done. Like I said, don't stress, you guys have multiple days to get this done. Going into this Google Doc right here, this one is our Pixel work, so you guys will be able to figure out, get the instant results. I went through and I did the first one for you. So it says Sandy goes to the beach and rents beach chairs. 4 chairs cost $35.50. How much would 2 cost? All right, so there are multiple ways that you guys can do it. To me, the easiest way to do it is that if you guys know that, we're going to find out the one of something. So $35.50 is the cost of of 4 chairs, right? We can just divide by 4, or you don't even have to do all of this. You can take the whole $35.50, divide it by 4. Now be careful on this one because it's not a beautiful number when it comes up. If you have 35.5 divided by 4, it's going to give you kind of like this crazy number right here, but don't stress out. That's how much roughly 1 chair is. But if you multiply it by 2, it's going to give you that beautiful number of 17.75. So when I went through and I did this for you, it came up with the correct answer. Notice I didn't put any dollar signs or anything else in here. And then it started to create your picture. So this is part C that you guys have to do. And then finally, the last one, part D, you guys are going to have to show me work on this. So I did one on the board for you guys. It's the same one that I'm going to do. Make sure you guys know that when you guys start with start, boom, there you go. So what I'm looking for on this is a table. All right. So we have our X and we have our Y. Let's go ahead and, you can always assume that it goes through 0, 0 right now if you choose to. Remember, X is going horizontal and then Y is going vertically. So if we look over here, I'm going to still keep going run or rise over run because we're going to go into slope. Either way that you choose to do it, as long as you are careful of what you're looking at and where you're putting it, you'll be fine. So we have a solid point right here of 2. We know that if you go over 1, right, X is 1, you go up 2. All right, so what I'm looking for on this one is I want to see your points as you guys do it. So go ahead and create me a table here. Over here, you can, now the reason I'm going to switch it up and kind of move around is because when we're finding slope, slope is rise over run, which means that if you go up 4, right, over 2, so up 4, so over 2. It's the reverse of how we're writing it, but you can see I just put 4 on this one, Y is 2, because I went over 2, you could do Y or X is 3. You go up 6. You go over 4. You go up 8. So boom, 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 boom. Easy way to double check your work. All right. For us to figure out what K is, we know that Y equals KX. So 0 over 0 equals 0. 2 over 1 equals 2. 4 over 2 equals 2. So on and so forth. All right, so I want to see some work here. All right. Then you can go ahead and you can throw it in as Y equals 2X. So go ahead and then follow it down. But this right here is what you're going to attach to this for you to get the grade. All righty. Email me with any questions that you have. Like I said, I'm not going to be right there with my computer, but I'll do the best I can to get back with you guys. I can't wait to see you guys on Monday. Work hard. Welcome back. 4 classroom assignments, 2 days to finish it. Not homework until Friday. All right, take care, you guys.